What's up, everybody? It's Travis. I'm back. So today I'm going to be playing True Colorless. Super fun deck. I enjoy it. I just have to tell you guys about what happened this morning. So we were in Diamond 4 still because I kept playing decks that I wanted to be good that weren't. This morning I decided I needed to rank up a little bit, hopefully get some good games on stream or on record. I'm not streaming yet. I haven't figured out how I'm going to do that. But anyway, so I played Selesnya Company this morning, won 2 games, and then I picked up Steam Can Burn, which I haven't played in a long time. Got a win with that. And then just now in Diamond Tier 3, we won a game playing this deck, and so I decided that I was going to record, play this. Should be fun. Now, this used to be a true colorless deck, and I got really tired of losing on turn 4 or turn 3. Having no interaction, no way to deal with my opponent that early, and so I added 4 of one of the best removal cards they've printed in a while, which is Extinction Event. 3 and a black, and the reason this is one of the best cards they have done is because it's only 1 black. Now, choose odd or even. Exile each creature with converted mana cost of the chosen value, and 0 is even. This is a phenomenal card. Everything about this is great. The first time I saw it, I was like, okay, why is it only one side of the board? But this hits Selesnya Company really hard. This hits Girl Aggro really hard. Pretty much any creature-based creature decks, this thing just kind of hits hard and you kind of win. There's a lot of deck tech for... I love Karn. Karn is one of my personal favorites. I run 4 of the Great Creator because I like to have my sideboard to go find stuff. And that's partially the problem that I have with Extinction Event is against non-creature decks, it's a useless card in our hand. Because there's not a lot of stuff that I want to bring in, generally speaking, to slow down my opponents or to stop them or to do anything like that. So almost everything I want to be fetching with Karn. So we'll have to see if that number stays at 4 or if it goes lower. You kind of need one in every game. I just went up, so I went down on a couple things. I had 2 Inventors Fairs in here. I'm going down to 1 of. I used to have 4 of these, went to 2 because I'm going up on Aether Hubs since I am running some black. That gives me 2, 4, 6, 8 black sources in the deck. And obviously Solemn can go fetch it if necessary, and Solemn is a chunk blocker. But basically, this deck is get to Ugins either, and then just value your opponent out of the game. Forsaken Monument is a phenomenal card. There's 3 of main because we can fetch one in the sideboard. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Golos we can fetch and go grab our Cascading Cataracts and then cast 3 cards off the top. There's so many fun lines in this deck, but it's pretty straightforward. You're just ramping the Ugin and exile their board and win. Currently we only have 3. I do have a Mythic wild card. We'll have to see if I want to use it for that. The only reason I'd do that probably is if I was actually going to use Ugin in Standard, and I'm not sure if I want to do that. But here we go. We're going to get right into game 1 with you guys. I've had some really bad luck with this deck. It's at like 45% win percentage. Like I said, I was trying really hard to go straight colorless, but if you go straight colorless, you gotta have the Ulamags and you gotta have the other Karn, Scion of Urza. And the reason you gotta have those is because the other Karn settles your board state by giving you card advantage, card draw. It also gives you access to a creature that is really big based on like, let's see here. No ramp, 1 removal, I mull that. And that is a 1 lander, so I think we definitely mull that one too. So this is the problem that you have with Tron style decks often, is that you get in these places where, oh my goodness, what do we drop? I think we drop a Radiant Fountain. Call it good. All right, Radiant Fountain, Swamp, Guardian Idol. Let's see how we do. We really had to mull hard in that game, and we're playing against a combo deck, it looks like. So we might be in a lot of trouble here. Anyway, this deck, the problem with playing big mana decks is that you often get hands where everything in your hand is huge. That is really depressing and sad. I don't even think they're running creatures, to be honest. So the extinction event is going to be, yeah, it's this deck. This deck just wins against this deck that I am playing. Especially if all I'm going to do is get not lands that tap for extra stuff from Forsaken Sanctuary. He did not have the nut draw, it looks like. So we cannot sack that. We can add counters to that. So I think we might be able to beat him down with the Crawling Barrens, but that's going to be really interesting. So we can just put counters on that on the end step, on his end step. This is a phenomenal card. Loses all abilities. All lands lose all abilities except mana abilities. So I actually can't put counters on my Crawling Barrens, so that Teferi is going to be able to do whatever the heck it wants. I don't know. This deck has become more and more popular. I play this deck against this deck that this guy is playing probably like 5 or 6 times now. Yeah, see, there's the braid. The Hedron Archive. I've played it against it like 5 or 6 times. I've seen like 3 or 4 different variants. The deck is phenomenal. It's very consistent actually at doing the game plan, which is just not letting your opponent play Magic, using Gear Hulk to get advantage. Like it's a good deck. Again, we had to mold it like nothing, and we got nothing to do. I mean, a top deck of an Ugin is, yeah, see, he just ends my turn, so that doesn't get to resolve. It's like a counterspell. And if he had got the Lotus Fields, which are the nut draws with the Blood Suns, then, yeah, I'm really, there it is, see, Lotus Field. I'm really surprised this deck hasn't actually seen a lot more play. It's pretty good. Counter decks, I don't know what the Sultai matchup looks like for it. My assumption is that the Sultai matchup is not good, just because Sultai has so much value early game. And then you get to this mid game part, and they have so much mana if Anissa gets stuck. But I'm gonna let my opponent play it out for a couple turns. See if we can draw in anything. Like if this gets countered, then there's no possible way we win this particular game 1. I wondered if we'd get that. He's going to bounce, draw, 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 draw. Yep, that's going to be the game. So, and then with that Sublime Epiphany, what he can do with the Gear Hulk is he can flash in the Gear Hulk, copy Sublime Epiphany, copy him. I mean, it's kind of brutal. So there's a lot of stuff that we'd want to do. I probably should have taken the Extinction Events out. I don't know if those are even going to be like remotely helpful. But again, like, what do? We bring in the Golos because we're not going to search for it. Yeah, okay, I guess there was some stuff I could have done there, actually. Myriad Construct would have been really fun, other than I don't know how Blood Sun interacts with land names. Yeah, I should have brought in the Myriad Construct main board, dropped the Extinction Event C, because, yeah, I knew we'd end up with one, because that's just how it works. So if he has a Braid for Guardian Idol, again, this hand is terrible, but we'll have to see. I kept a really large mana hand again. We gotta get that ramp going, so Guardian Idol before Mightiest Mind Tome. And just hope we draw land instead of... This would be the worst draw, is an Extinction Event. So that's like a Tail's End or an Abrade. Of course. Of course. Now we got Scries for Days, though, to like get rid of anything on the top that's not land. And I was serious about that. We need land. We need to draw 2 land in a row, cast the Karn, And yeah, that is a number 8. Nice. He just double abraded us and gets a Lotus Field down. So now he's down to 1 mana type, but it's any mana. Yeah, well, nice. And again, this is the problem that I've had with this deck. So I won a game earlier, and so I was super excited to play it. I was like, yay! And now we're at this. And it's a piece of garbage because this is how this deck has normally been playing. But it played so well last game that I figured I'd give it a shot. Yeah, I don't think there's any possible way we come back from this at this point. Valakut's Awakening. Could let him reset his whole hand, or he could play it as a land. So he has an irrigated farm. Yep, and that's just going to be game, because I am only drawing things that I can't cast. I am not going to make you sit and watch me struggle for land. See, we got there with this deck. So anyway, onward we go. We'll play another one. I'm not gonna sit there on 2 lands when he has 4 mana available. And a Narset that stops me from drawing extra cards. Because there's a lot of things in the deck that would allow me to draw extra cards. It just sounds really painful. It takes forever. All right, here we go. Into the next one. Shake it off, shake it off. Trying to get to Mythic by tomorrow. Well, actually, wait, yeah, by tomorrow. I wanted to be there by tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. End of tomorrow. I'm not saying like I'm going to play all night until I get there. Because that would be a lot of magic. Well, actually, we're in Diamond Tier 3, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's 9 best of 3 wins in a row if we did it. But it doesn't look like we're going to do it since we just got our butts handed to us in 2 games. Could have made some adjustments there. Probably should have taken out the extinction events there. But hey, how often are you going to see that deck? I'm hoping not again. It's not the best deck in the format. I guess we keep that. I don't love it, but there's some ramp in it. There's some really good stuff if we get to it. I mean, 1 more land would be great. We're running 25 lands in the deck. That technically counts as a land. We have a 44% chance of drawing land. Oh, look, there's they take the Guardian Idol. Or Karn. I don't know what he's playing, though. So this hand looks like you take the Guardian Idol if I'm him. I know we're technically on curve for Karn, but look, we missed it. We missed a land drop. So we missed Karn. So that actually gets us on 4. Gives us Extinction Event. And then if we draw land, we're on Forsaken Monument. So I would have taken the Guardian Idol and banked on them not drawing a land, which is exactly what happened. So look at us. We are still not drawing land. We got a 46% chance now. We have so much land in this deck. Why is this happening? This is 2 games in a row. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We still have 6 available mana. What is this good game that you're giving me? I don't understand why you're giving me a good game. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 2 more for an Ugin. If he's running the counter deck. Oh, it's a Hydroid Crassus. Hey, oh, there's a land. And a Forsaken Monument. Pass the turn. No blocks. So if he has Tail's End, that's really, really sad. Is that Nissa? Yeah, there's a Nissa. If he has Tail's End... So we'll be able to tell if he has Tail's End if he untaps the Breeding Pool. But, I mean, I got double Ugins, so whatever. That's just a blue source. So here comes Ugin, the Spirit Dragon. Oh, this is the problem. Oh man, I just miffed really hard. Oh, jeez. I need the sound. Why? Oh, yeah. Okay. I gotta go into audio real quick. Put my audio back on. So it looks like we just lost that Ugin. And that's really bad. We need to draw land. Hey, look, an Aether Hub. So here's my question to all of you. Do we odd, even? Even, odd? I can't remember which one is where. Oh my gosh. The struggle is real today. I clicked the wrong one. So it's odd first and then even.
Peace is fragile and fleeting. Cherish what little you find.
I cannot protect you anymore.
So we got rid of those that time.
Reality.
But Ugin's down to 2. So if we had done that last turn, we would have been set, but we're not. So we got some issues here. So if I had done even, I would have board wiped him. It would have been grand. He's gonna get rid of the Ugin because he came in. I don't know why he's double attacking it. That's 2 of our 3 Ugins and some really bad misclicks on my part. Oh man, those misclicks. Just killing us.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
My opponent keeps saying good game to me, and I don't understand why he's doing so. If he has a tail's end, he should have kept the breeding pool like ages ago.
I am ancient and wise.
We're gonna get rid of that Nissa again for like the 4th time.
I must seek
We'll drop a Guardian Idol for free. And then I can make the Guardian Idols portable blockers. So, pass the turn. Oh man, some misclicks and we're still in a pretty good spot. So let's see him declare some attackers. Oh, just going after the Ugin here. And then, does he have an eliminate? Alright. Cool beans. I'll just make a different one. We'll block the black guy, because that removes double black. Which is exactly what we needed to have happen there. My opponent keeps telling me good game, as if there's something that he knows that I don't know. But I don't know why there would be a good game going on here. Like, unless those 3 Nissas were his only win cons, like, we should be perfectly fine. I got plenty of time to do all sorts of stuff. Wow. You just keep swinging at me. He only has the 1 black. It's already tapped down. Tails End does end that ability, but then I got so much mana to stop him from doing stuff. Cool. There it is! Game 1 goes to us. So, Gravedigger's Cage is huge, Sorcerer's Spyglass is huge, which is what Karn is in the game for. And if we actually click on the correct use of Extinction Event, that game would have been over. He kept telling me good game, as if I had won, I guess? I don't understand that. He had so much board pressure with those Nissas. We had land issues, like pretty big land issues. I don't know the Sultai deck well enough to tell you what he's going to sideboard in. Otherwise, I'd be doing that right now. I'm just trying to break it down. Things that he can't really let happen is everything that happened in that game. So the double Big Ugin was just too much to handle. We got really lucky though on our land, not our land, but our mana availability to be able to cast it. Big ol' 8 converted mana cost creature. Or planeswalker. He's basically just a win against a lot of stuff. And again, we would have been really fine that first game with that Ugin, getting rid of that Nissa, had we been able to actually click on the right stuff. And I should have probably just blown up the land. I guess that's actually a better decision, a better play. I am now just understanding that just blowing up the land would have been much better. So Field of Ruin actually may come into play in this one, because it can do some really cool stuff if he has some problems with some land drops. Karn is huge here. We can shut down Nissa. Like, Sorcerer Spyglass Nissa is better than Gravedigger's Cage stopping Uro. And then he has to deal with it. They run Maelstrom Pulses, so that's a sideboard problem. Narset!
I know 88
Narset
ways
was
to
the
meditate
thing.
and
What's he
compare.
find? What you find? Tails End doesn't stop you. Growth Spiral's great. We can deal with the Growth Spiral. Alright, auctions. Auctions are fun. Because I could go Mind Stone and make sure we get Precision Sanctuary next turn. But I think we just go Karn. And Karn gets to just like shut down our opponent. We're gonna go Sorcerer Spyglass. We're gonna shut down Nissa now before it gets active. And we're probably gonna grab Gravedigger's Cage, and that's gonna be next turn. We're gonna go gonna go Sorcerer Spyglass Nissa, Gravedigger's Cage, just shut down this whole entire deck as fast as we can. He only has one green source.
Keep an open mind.
Only one green source. So you can only use one Growth Spiral at the moment. I don't know why you don't Growth Spiral and then Narset. That's what I would have done. Because now if he doesn't hit a green source, then he's in trouble. So, nice! So I think we might have shut down everything he's doing. Alright, so Field of Ruin can get Castle Lockway, and that is something that we can do next turn. We are going to put that down. We're going to go find immediately before anything else happens. Gravedigger's Cage. We're going to cast that. Then we're going to Sorcerer Spyglass. We'll see what he has in his hand. Ooh, Shark Typhoon is actually really hard for us to deal with. But Nissa, who shakes the world, is the named card. Then we're Mind Stone. Yeah, no Uro, no Nissa. This is Karn's power. This is why this is one of my all-time favorite cards. That's 6? Yeah. So, we're not at Ugin yet. I'll do this. So if he has an Eliminate somewhere in the deck for taking out, considering that I play basically a creatureless deck, he would have sideboarded those out. So Growth Spiral creates sharks. I don't know, all sorts of obnoxious things are happening here. We got Ugin. We're gonna just get rid of that Shark Typhoon. I would have used Hydrate Crassus to draw cards versus trying to create a shark. But Again, it's not my deck, it's his. Yeah, see, you just lost a 2 power on your Hydrograss deck. Because that's going to be your win con at this point. The Sorcerer Spyglass does stuff. Hey, look, Aether Hub. Spirit Dragon?
Unutilized knowledge is rotting fruit. Return to the essence of the multiverse. All creation can be undone.
So there goes the short Typhoon. Karn can make Forsaken Monument into its own creature and swing for 7. He can't Uro escape. He can't Nissa to death. I can go fetch pretty much anything I want next turn, or I can beat him down with a 7/7 continually. So I think that should be game. Congratulations, you got shut down by a Karn. This is how this deck should work. I hate when this deck gets stuck on lands and doesn't work, because Karn is that good of a card. Looks like he might have found Nissa. Which means we might lose. Yeah, there's the Nissa. Nice! So we might lose. We're going to lose everything here. If he's smart, he takes the Karn, though. Because if he takes the Karn,
The land fights for us.
Mobilized District can't become a creature here. Field of Ruin can't destroy that, right? Non-basic. Man, they tapped me down bad. Stupid game. He's gonna take that Ugin. So odd. It's not the card I want to take.
Endings are inevitable.
That was a Maelstrom Pulse. I was right that that got brought in. Indeed is gonna gain a life, draw a card. In 3 life. All life. So Hydrocrest is still a big issue here. Kind of want to just bring in something to blow up in this one. But I mean, what can I do? Mystic Forge could be really good with everything set up the way it is. There's a lot of stuff I could do, actually. I think the smart thing to do is just... Sorcerer Spyglass on Nissa, who shakes the world. That's at 1. 3/3, 5/5, last turn. So I can draw more cards with that. I can remove things from combat with that. I can mobilize district. I mean, I got lots of things we can do on this turn. We're gonna have to leave him alive. Hey. Oh! What? Why does it keep doing it wrong? Stop tapping my lands for me. I'm gonna start tapping everything the right way now because I am so sick and tired of losing my stuff because the game is mistapping. I really want him to cast the Hydroid Crosses before Extinction Event because that technically is an even converting mana cost. So I wanted to get it. Oh, if he thought Susan's here, that's a problem. I just realized that. There goes the Extinction Event. Nice. We can draw 2 cards here, though, for all it's worth. I could have kept the card alive. I can have a 7/7. Oh man, I am so mad. I am so mad. Well, we drew into an extinction event. That's pretty good. Our crawling barons. Not that that's going to make a big of a difference. Why does he keep not tapping those? I want... The way he is tapping stuff just like makes me so mad. I'm so irritated how this is tapping things. It shouldn't be tapping like this. It should be smarter than that. Use these first. These do nothing. I don't need the colors to add to case planeswalkers. I'm gonna manually tap from now on. So we've only seen one Maelstrom Pulse, and that's amazing. Crafter's Gauge, getting rid of that would practically remove the game on the spot. Um, for having 6, just do what I ask. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We gotta even this up.
I am in need of
That's
rest.
gotta happen. Yep, that's the game. Woo! I really didn't want to eat that Nissa, but the reason that I did was because if he does find a way to get rid of the Sorcerer Spyglass or the Grafdigger's Cage, we're really in trouble generally. So that was a really good play. For real, it was to get rid of the Nissa. And honestly, I don't know why he kept saying good game over and over and over again. The game was close in all of them that we played. This deck apparently has a really good matchup against Sultai. That's pretty awesome. I like being able to beat Sultai. My son has stolen both of my phones, my old one and my new one. Alright, keep your game. Janet wants to sit with us. Little boy wants to sit with us. Here he is, here he is, here he is. Here is our little man. He's hanging out with us. Oh yeah, we can go first, and that is definitely a key. Ramp, ramp, and some removal. So basically against anything aggressive, we get to take care of it. Extinction Rat also gets auras, because auras is all protection and indestructible, and exiling stuff does that. So how much information do I want him to have? Last Zone fits in so many decks that that's almost no information. My turn on this, though, this play, I know exactly what I'm playing immediately. Blue gives me nothing. There is so much blue in the historic meta. That is Temur. If this is Neophone combo, we just lose. I don't know if there's any way for me to do it unless I have a card. Ooh, this is going to be temper counter. Crap. That's even worse. This is not Timber instant. So this into the yep. I was right. I knew I was right. We have drawn both of our solemn simulacrums, our sack robots, as everyone seems to call them. There's only 2 in the whole deck, so woohoo! We'll draw something useful now. That would be helpful. So double blue, double red, and double green. This might be. So I don't have any information on what I would need to pop Blast Zone for. Other than that, it's a really, really good card. Sweltering Suns. I like it better than Anger of the Gods for the cycling potential. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm going to need Blast Zone on. So I don't want to just be putting counters on it for no reason. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. So we could draw a card with Mind Stone on their end step, which is probably what we'll do. I wish this was instant speed sometimes. It would be really nice to just put counters on target creatures. Okay, that is a Nissa. That is a 4, 5. So Blast Zone. So I need to put 4 on it. Okay. Sorry. Right behind. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to move where I put my recording device.
We will not fail.
So now we have Blast Zone to blow up Nissa. Exciting. And that's gonna have to be how we get deal with Nissa, is we're gonna have to Blast Zone it, which is really obnoxious. I want to see what I do. Maybe I'll let him commit a little bit more to his board state with the Nissas before I blow it up. See how he plays. What is going on here? I want to draw a card too, because he has no counter magic up, so potentially drawing into like a would be better than blowing blasts off. That is card. So how much mana does that take? That takes 3. I committed the blast zone to blowing up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 3.
My purpose is greater than myself.
So we needed 3 life or 3 mana open to blow up the Nissa. I know he has some options. He has choices that he has to make because he knows that I'm on Nissa with Blast. I could have shut it down with Karn, but I had a feeling that this is going to be more useful to get down than the Sorcerer Spyglass. especially since we probably are losing the card. This deals 3 damage whenever it attacks. Oh! I was not paying attention to that. So I could have shut that down too. This is the issue of playing second against this style of deck sometimes. Especially because you can add an odd on the battlefield, so Extinction Event doesn't become as helpful or useful or good. See, an early card would have been one of the best things we could have had. We don't have an early card.
Land shall conquer you.
Does he eat the card? He does eat the card. We should still have it. So impressive. Let's see.
There are greater battles to fight.
That's a Forsaken Monument. He does have a blue up, so I guess we could see a counterspell here, but shoot. That's a tail's end. Oh wait, so that actually gets our flagship. So that ended up being a really bad turn for me.
I can help you no longer.
And he has nothing. Alright, let's get it. So a couple big, huge, giant misplays by me leads to my opponent having a game of their life. We also drew a lot of land where we needed to not draw land. What are you doing, Angry Monkey? You want water? Water? So I had a few really big misplays in that game. Extinction Event's still really good against all of the lands they can create, and the Uro exiling it is really good. Love! Can you come get him? So we actually have a much better hand, to be honest. We actually have stuff we can do. Exciting. So, looking like a turn 5 Forsaken Monument into Ugin. Hopefully we, or not turn 5, we're on pace for turn 4. We're definitely on pace for turn 4. That's a Fabled Passage. So, nothing he can do. We're going to draw a card with it instead of Scry. Then we may Scry Upkeep. Because if we can find a big Ugin, that should be able to close the game. You know, he could Tails end it, but I'd assume that that's what we're going to see instead. So we're just going to draw an extra card. Put a stopper on it. Descry. Land would be fine. There's a few cards that I don't want to see, which is why I'm using this. Now, I do not want a Guardian Idol. See, that is what I'm talking about. Maze by Tome is better, honestly. Did the game freeze? The game froze. I didn't freeze. Oh, my opponent has it in full control, I guess. Here comes the Forsaken Monument. So, next we go Ugin Guardian Idol, Maze Mind Tome, draw. Probably next turn. Now, if we had access to Big Ugin, we'd be set. She is on curve and mana for Nissa. And of course, why would I say it out loud? Because That's
fights for us.
absurd that he would be on Nissa eventually, but there it is. There's the Nissa. Woo! So it looks like Ugin is gonna just like destroy the Nissa. He has an abrade. If I don't draw land here, I should have held that up after that died.
I know more than you could learn in 1,000 lifetimes. I
The
can
land will not
create
forsake.
or destroy.
So we lost some land. Lots of options there. We have some life gaining options. I could still board wipe with Extinction Event. Ugin was basically a lost cause. He can sit on that 3/3 for a few turns and do nothing else.
To my meditation.
I do not want to draw land at this. Oh,
I will aid you.
so this will be interesting. He's fairly stuck on lands here. I don't love playing decks like his currently.
Harness the elements.
I do not want a Hedron Archive either. We're going to keep digging here for something useful. That's something useful. So it took us a few turns, but we found something useful. And we got rid of 2 of his lands. So I got 1, 2, 3 land up. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're still probably going to try upkeep. Well, that would be phenomenal. Forsaken Sanctuary. Forsaken Monument would be another really good card. How many cards have I bought him now? 1, 2, 3, 4. We bought him 4 cards to get to this Ugin. And I can chunk block with 2/2s and draw cards, because that's at 7. So I can take down Nissa now. So we could see a tilt then. Cheer. Under 3 lands though. There's a 4th land. 2, 4, 5, 6 mana. He'd have to tap the castle down to escape our own. I hope he knows that. Looks like he's not paying attention to that. You'd want to in combat swing. Ooh, just another card draw. Whoa! Looks like we are in very much trouble now.
Our actions determine the course of history. You will not threaten this world.
Man, there's like 3 different things I want to do on this turn with this card. Looks like we're gonna Sorcerer Spyglass. This who shakes the world. I need to draw land. That's a land. Dang, though. That was the only play I got to cut down the number.
Springs eternal.
So now Ugin can't destroy those and he can't exile them. No, these should be able to be exiled. I hate the fact that that gets missed. I don't understand why, because this, even though it technically counts as a land, what does her ability read? That's still a land. No, but it's 0 CMC, and so like Extinction that gets it. Thank you.
If you wish to surrender, I will just
So Extinction Event still gets it. But why in the world does Ugin's Exile ability not get it? Oh, there's a Wilt. Just 6. Oh, yep, there goes the Karn. So that'll get exiled.
Farewell, and thank you for the lesson. I come bearing the wisdom of the ancients.
Such
That should get
violence
the
is
lands. That just pisses me off so much. It's absolutely absurd. And here comes the Earl. Yeah. I've already used on Extinction Event. That should just be good.
I have greater matters to attend.
Alright, we're just going to concede that one too. Well, that was fun. Lose, win, lose. Back to here. We're going to do one more game. We're almost at an hour on this recording though, so hopefully you guys have enjoyed watching me pilot this deck. I made some big blunders in a game against Sultai and won, and then we lost a Temur mid-range deck, which I don't understand why you would play Temur when Sultai has so much better interaction. Other than potentially just being more comfortable piloting the deck, I guess piloting those colors is easier for that guy, but I don't see why it would be easier for that guy to pilot that one. It's pretty much playing against Sultai. We've stayed in Diamond Tier 3. That's good. But for that to continue, we would have to win this one with a double Forsaken Monument. I mean, that's pretty good to keep into, like, Thoughtseize. Basically no ramp, no early plays, lots of big stuff. We got Scries for days. Oh no. He does nothing, so we Scribe. What we got? Do not want to head to an archive, I'd rather have Legendaries or a different one. We're actually, because we could even draw with it. Yeah, we could just draw with it next turn, or this, there, end step. Waiting for me to do nothing before he all stops me. Cool. Oh, that's a relatively fun turn. Mysticler. So Crawling Barrens equals Hedron Archive equals Mind Stone equals 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ugin next turn. No, pass. I'm going to put stops now before I forget for the Maze Mind Tome. Because it looks like we're going to want to have more life soon. Bomat Courier is difficult for me to deal with, actually. You can exile that. Can't exile that, though, and we will want to. I think I want to gain 4 life here. We definitely want Karn, because if he finds a way to deal with the Ugin,
Perfection is a journey, not a destination. All creation.
oh my gosh, why is that button so dry?
Reality is unwritten.
So we get rid of those, Ugin's at 4, so questing this takes care of it, a couple other cards take care of it. But we got to the Ugin. That is the plan and style, like what we're going for. I can pop that. Karn gives us such good control against Ooh. Oh man! He found a way to deal with the Ugin. That is exciting for him. I promise that's exciting for him. That access to 3 mana, technically.
I have faced worse than fighting. I will
What is
not
in here
lose
that's
another
3?
friend.
Anything? I could Heart of Kirin. Mystic Sanctuary. We could just grab a Stoneflow Serpent. I think we grab a Stoneflow Serpent. 5/5. Can't sack it. This Karn stops your activating abilities. So now the Bomat Courier is pretty much useless. Ooh! Grafdigger's Cage would have been so much better! Oh, hindsight. Hindsight 2020. That was an panic. Holy cow, he did not overly commit to the board state. Because he had all of those. You do realize you can't sacrifice it, right?
My allies are counting on me.
Our life total got too high for him. This is what Extinction Events in the deck does for these matchups. We're just going to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I'm really hoping we win this one, because then we've made absolutely no progress, but we also haven't made any digressions. We haven't digressed at all. So I'm hoping that we just win this game here. We can call it good, and I will see you guys tomorrow after that, hopefully. But we still got at least one more game. Hopefully it's only just one more. This is such a rough matchup on the draw. Oh, he didn't let me go first. So note to self, Karn would have been better as a graphic stage. That's a keep. And we've got him to Ugin. Because as much fun as Ugin is, nope. We go Mobilized, Swamp, Mindstone, hopefully board wipe. Looks like he looked for Robber of the Rich. Okay, so he dug for a robber of the rich. Oh, how rich is that? And it steals the cascading cataracts. Oh, what a piece of garbage, man. Oh, that was a misplay. Oh well. Should have done the Guardian Idol because it's tapped. What are you stealing? Another land, please. Nope, my solemn. Good thing I didn't do that. I may just extinction and just get rid of that robber so I can't have stuff in my land. Not. Here comes a different solemn. We may not even have another swamp in there. Zine. So pull it out so we can't block the robber. I'll draw a card first, and then we'll shuffle. Put a swamp. Yeah. So, considering everything that's happened, we're doing okay. Steals another land. So he's hit 2 lands. Can't use Solemn on 2 lands. Crawling Barrens. Guardian Idol can't do anything. But I can Guardian Idol and Extinction Event. As much as that could give to his hand, we do even to get rid of that freaking robber of the rich. Because that thing did so much damage to us. I wonder how much he likes his hand. Gets rid of my CC blocker. So we do have a Crawling Barrens out there though. I can block stuff. I would put another card in my hand every single time before I pop it. 5 more cards to hand. No. We could just, if they're dead lands, I could do so much here. How much is this? 2, 4? So many options. Maze Momentum can draft cards here. Crawling Barrens can offer his Bulmet Courier to die. A break 3 damage and other things. Happy brain. I figured. He keeps doing 1 damage at a time.
My presence alone will guide you towards victory. Truth lies beyond vision.
So he has 6 cards under that Bulmet Courier. He still hasn't hit a land. Or he's just really good at bluffing. Another Bulmet Courier. Can't get my Ugin. Swings it to put 7 under it, and he gets a full 7. He's gonna switch his hand. He'll probably have a land out of the 7. What did he have in here? A bunch of stuff. An Ember Cleave, a Rampaging, Bulmet. Yeah. First, just go directly into Forsaken Monument. Sounds like a good idea. And let's draw a card. Oh, bless him. We could sack it, force him to discard a card. Or we can just, like, make it out of 4. That's Nugan.
Secrets manifest before.
I don't see any reason not to swing at a 4/4. I could draw cards next turn. I can create blockers. I could blast zone counters on stuff, which is good. Blast zone should be good in this deck. I would consider running more blast zones as like removal if I had access to them. That can do damage to things. Exile and other things. I need to put 3. Supply someone that lets me deal with
You wanna go,
Chandra.
tough guy? This'll be easy.
Wow! He just generated a lot of mana, but I have a better hand than him at this point now. We definitely blocked out Robert the Rich. We don't let that thing do stuff. Okay. I do think we sack this. Boiling up
Whatever.
your
Figure it out on
plasma.
your own.
I think we then make another plan. Draw another card. To gain 4. Cast a Mind Stone. Crack a Mind Stone. And there we go! We did it! 2-0 against a guy who is probably a game away from Mythic. I feel like a terrible human being for that. But oh look! We're back! 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 Maybe? It looks like it's trying. Da, 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 da.
No.